What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video. I'll give you guys time to join in. I need to share this. What's up, Mountain Shark? How are you? Let me share this on Twitter. I'm alive. Boom. Share it on Facebook. And then I'll be ready to talk. Alrighty. How's everybody doing today? Good to see you. As always, second live stream of the day. Thug Life Jeremy is in the house. What's up, Thug Life Jeremy? Good to see you. Swig of water for Thug Life Jeremy and Mountain Shark. Smash the melee button if you don't mind. Sean says, Jeremy reporting in. Thank you, Sean. Noble Ghost says, now I'm up for another few hours. I mean, how long are we going to go? How long are we going to go? You let me know. Thug Life Jeremy, dude, I've not slept. I'm heading to college in an hour. Awesome Geeks and Gamers gear. You guys like it? You guys like the hoodie? You digging the hoodie? Look at there. Look how sexy. Look at that. Look at that. Merch, baby. We got merch in the house. What up, though? What up, though? Don says 24 only watching. We literally just went live probably less than 60 seconds ago. So give it time. We'll get a few people in here. If we can get 100 people, in here for a late night live stream, I'll be happy. Smash the ultimate button if you don't mind. TLJ Screwjob says, Geeks and Gamers, did you see the tweet where the Lucasfilm story group said that the first draft of TLJ was written before TFA? I did. And I knew that for a while. That's been a story that's been going on for a while in terms of we knew JJ was hired first. So JJ worked on things. But once Ryan was hired, Ryan started working on The Last Jedi before The Force Awakens was finished. This shows you what type of leader Kathleen Kennedy is. She's a terrible leader. Caitlin says, go to sleep, you chicken nugget. Caitlin, I'm going to get some sleep. I've been getting some sleep, okay? I have been getting some sleep. It probably won't happen tonight, but I've got videos ready to go for tomorrow. We've had a great day on the channel. We went after Patreon and basically let Patreon know we're not going to deal with your bullshit, Patreon. We're not going to do it. There's nothing you can do to stop us. We are not going to allow you to determine who is on your platform based on their political ideology. We're not going to do it. So we yanked our we yanked our Patreon. Done. It's deleted. It's dead. It's gone. So I only last 60 seconds anyway. Man, I need one of those hoodies. Crypto fashion. You can find it in the link in the description. You know what though? Is in the description. Have I fixed the description where I gotta fix the goddamn description because Patreon's still in the fucking description, I think. So let's see, live streaming. Let me look at my settings. Is my Patreon link still there? Because if so, I've got to fix this. Shit, I don't know where the hell to go. I can't remember. I'll have to fix this later. I don't have time to deal with this right now. I'll have to get rid of this. Upload defaults. Okay. Son of a bitch. I don't know where it's at. I'll have to look later. But yeah, I'm going to have to fix that. So, status and features. Well, shit. I don't know where it's at. I found upload defaults, but there it is. Yeah, we got to get rid of that, mother effers. All right, we are getting rid of Patreon right now. Save. So let's see. It's saved. Now, I don't know if it's going to edit it on the live stream, but that's our last bird to Patreon right there. There you go. Let me see. Jeremy, you're going to talk about Matt Martin's tweet where he reveals TLJ came before TFA. I kind of touched on that just a few minutes ago, but basically that's not breaking news. Again, JJ was hired before Ryan. So JJ started working on TFA, but what we found out is that Rian Johnson started working on The Last Jedi before The Force Awakens was done. And that's kind of old news, but to hear a Lucasfilm person actually confirm that is kind of funny. But yeah, man, it's just ridiculous. It just shows how pathetic Lucasfilm is, and there's no leadership whatsoever. How the hell does this happen? How does this happen? I want to start breaking shit because I'm starting to think about it all over again. How does this happen? How the hell do you have the sequel trilogy and you let Rian Johnson start working on the story and the outline for the sequel to The Force Awakens before the goddamn Force Awakens is even done? How the hell does this happen? What the fuck is Kathleen Kennedy doing? Oh, that's right. That's right. This is the same person. This is the same person that allowed Solo to get 90% done before she started to go, hey, let's go check out the Solo movie and see what's going on. Oh, it's 90% done. I don't like what they're doing. Let me fire everybody and let me double the budget, because the woman has no clue what she's doing. She is an idiot. Period. End of discussion. And anybody that tries to tell you that Kathleen Kennedy is not an idiot, they are an NPC. Point blank. This woman has no idea what she's doing. Smash the melee button if you do not mind. Simple request from a simple man. Simple man in a Geeks and Gamers hoodie, by the way. Thomas Gilkey. Hey, man, upset about the Patreon news. Guess I'll have to send you 100 through PayPal. We want sweatshirts. Give the people what they want. It should be on Crypto Fashion. I hope they're available on Crypto Fashion. But we also are working on another alternate route for merch. A lot is in the works at Geeks and Gamers, guys. I can't even begin to tell you how much is in the works right now. We have so many things rolling our way, and I have so many decisions to make. But I'm super happy with what we have going on. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are closing in on 100,000 subs. I want to hit 100,000 before the end of the year. I don't think we're going to hit it based on the trends, but we have been picking up a lot lately, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We've got over 100 watching. That's a good number for a late night stream. I'm happy with that. Very, very happy with that. Let's see. I hope sleep is in that Geeks and Gamers plan. Caitlin, you're so awesome. You know that? You were great on the Council of Jeremy's live stream, by the way. You were great. Let's see. I broke a rubber chicken yesterday that I've been abusing all year during these live streams. Please don't upset me. I just fixed him. 96,000. We are at 96,000. Amazing. This has been an amazing year. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I can't believe how great this year has been. And I can't believe how great 2019 is looking for Geeks and Gamers. The sky is the limit, and it's all because of you. So, now, some news. I said that I was shooting for a December 30th release on the project, that we were working on out in California. Unfortunately, that is not going to happen. It's going to be probably late January. I have to go back to LA, and I guess a lot of you are going to be happy to know that I am getting on a plane and I am flying for the first time, and I'm not particularly looking forward to that, but yeah, I'm going back to LA in January. We just we want to make sure this thing is right, and so we have more work to do, and so late January release is what I'm shooting for now, and we'll just have to see how it goes. So after that large stream earlier, I think things might pick up again. I hope you get 100K and prove this community is bigger than Disney and the NPCs can handle. Thank you, Thug Life Jeremy. I appreciate that. I really do. When you realize he read your comment and skipped it. Oh, the shame. What are you talking about, Chris G? What are you talking about? Let's see. I recently met a guy who was hired onto the Patreon trust and safety team and was in charge of writing their hate speech policy. He was super SJW and an Antifa fan. He hates anyone on the right. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. For sure. What can the Geeks and Gamers community do to help get to 100,000? That's a great question, Delish. That's a great question. Sharing videos, liking videos, and I mean, okay, let me look at the analytics for my most recent upload here on the channel. Most recent upload. Why is my... All right, my most recent upload is why I left Patreon. That is currently at 5,700 views. That'll probably be at around 10,000 views tomorrow. If 25% of the people watching that video could share the video on their Twitter, on their Facebook, or whatever, and just tell people about Geeks and Gamers. 25% of those people, that's 2,500 people out of the 10,000 that would see it by tomorrow. It'll probably go up more than that. That would be monumental. You know, watch time on videos is the king on YouTube. It's all about watch time. So if you are and again, I'm not telling you you have to do this. You're just asking me what you can do to help. So I'm willing to give you the information. Nobody needs to feel obligated about doing anything. But if you're interested in helping, watch time on videos is the king on YouTube. So if you rewatch some of our videos, if you make sure that you watch all the way through, if you share the videos, if you rewatch it again, that's going to help with the watch time. Maybe from... You know, I don't want people doing a lot of that from different accounts or anything, because that's going to show that there's just like people spamming it, and that never helps. But just watch time, watch the videos all the way through, share, like, and tell people about it. That's the best you can do. Subscribe to Geeks and Gamers. Just subscribe to PewDiePie is working out, so subscribe to Geeks and Gamers. You know what I mean? So let's see. Jeremy wants to be hat-free. Yes, I do. I want to take the damn hat off. Can I take the damn hat off? Please, somebody help a brother out here. Whose channel's the council on tonight? I'm Eastern time zone. I think it's World Class Bullshitters. I'm pretty sure it's World Class. I'm almost positive it is. Thayan says, Kevin Feige is the Donald Trump of filmmaking. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. I don't know. Is that a compliment? I don't know. You'd have to give me some clarification on that. Let's ask some of the people at Vox to accuse you of being a racist and a Nazi. Man, they're fools, man. All they do is help PewDiePie. That's all they do. Roundhead Johnson, I have unresolved issues with my father. He said I was an embarrassment. That's when I first started to hate white men. That's a good one. That's a good one right there. Blasted Heath says, Jared needs more subs. I'll need all the subs. Need all the subs. But we have had, you know, like, I'll pull it up really quick and I'll show you guys. So where are we at? Why is that at 150%? Oh, well, screw it. We'll leave it. Okay, so let's look at this, okay? So I'm going to move this over here, okay? And we're going to do a screen share, okay? So let's do a screen share. I don't know why that keeps disappearing on me. All right, screen share. Okay, so let's look. Okay, so this is Social Blade. Okay, this is our Social Blade numbers. We've been, you know, we were kind of doing like, you know, 50, 60, 70 subs a day. And then we started picking up and getting into the 200s, which is good. That was the day that YouTube did a purge of the spam accounts. I think we lost like 500 and something accounts, but we almost made it a positive day because we almost netted. So we almost erased all of that. So we still gained like 400 and something subs that day, which was a good day for us. And then you look at, you know, the following days, you know, almost 300, almost 200, 259. Today, which only started a few hours ago, we're almost up to 100 today. So the trends are going good. The trends are going good. So, John Martin said, just sub tonight after hearing a shout out on the Tim Pool stream. You know, I really appreciate Tim mentioning Geeks and Gamers. I like Tim. I think Tim is a really good guy. He has a great channel. He covers a lot of wide-ranging topics, mainly in the political world. He's a reporter, and Tim Pool is a good guy. So I I'd be cool to talk to Tim at some point in the future if he was interested. I do like Tim a lot though. Real good guy. Smash the melee button if you don't mind. If you're new to the channel, that is what we say when we say like the video. Smash the melee button. We have temporarily called it Smash the Ultimate button in celebration of Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is right behind me. And what is there? Something else I was going to point out. But anyway, whatever. I've got the Switch set up. I've got my GameCube controller. We are rocking and we are rolling. And so welcome to any of the new subscribers that came over after Tim Pool mentioned us. Like I said, I appreciated that. One of our subscribers, Tom, I believe, Tom told me on Twitter that he told Tim about Geeks and Gamers and my decision to, delete our Patreon account. And then Tim said he was interested to hear more about that. So if Tim is interested to talk, I will be more than happy to talk to Tim and give him my side of why I came to that decision. Tim Pool is living proof that there's hope for the left. Absolutely. As is somebody like Dave Rubin, and there's plenty of people on the left that the problem is, here's the problem. Okay. Now again, I'll say this before, I'll say this again. I am not on the right or the left. Currently, I'm a Trump supporter, but that doesn't put me on the right. Just like when I supported Obama, that didn't put me on the left. I'm a very independent person. I'm a free-thinking person. And so I think people on the far right and the far left are complete lunatics. But the problem is the far left controls the narrative. They control media. They control movies. They control the gaming industry. So that makes them far more dangerous to the things we cover here at Geeks and Gamers. So all of you little boys that cry because Jeremy talks too much politics. I thought this was a geek and gaming channel. Look, motherfucker, I'm talking about the thing that is ruining movies and video games. I'm talking about the garbage within the industry that is hurting movies and video games. That's what I'm dealing with here. Now, if you go over to geeksandgamers.com, a lot of my writers and my editorial staff, they don't get into a lot of that stuff. They actually talk about games and movies from a game and movie standpoint. I worry about the social aspect. You know why? Because Geeks and Gamers is a wide-ranging group of people, and we all say whatever the fuck we want to say, and we talk about it in the way we want to talk about it. So if you're a little bitch and you can't handle that, then Geeks and Gamers is not the place for you. Geeks and Gamers is a place of individuals coming together and standing together. We know we have disagreements. They know I'm an asshole sometimes. They know I can rub them the wrong way, but they stand by me because they have my back and they believe in me, and I'll fucking fight for my team. And my team is full of people that disagree with me politically, socially, economically, whatever you want to fucking call it. That is what Geeks and Gamers is. We are proof that people that don't agree on things can stand together and work together and fight for a common goal of being together and having our individual voices shared among a group of people that don't agree. So if you can't deal with that, then go fuck yourself and go find something that tells you exactly what you want to hear, and find somebody that's going to repeat all of your thoughts, because I'm not that motherfucker. I'm just not, and I'm never gonna be. And Geeks and Gamers is not going to be that way. Many of you that like me, then you go to the website, you're like, Jeremy, the website's nothing like you. Because Geeks and Gamers is about the individuals. It's not about one person. I'm the leader. I'm the creator. I'm the owner. But I've brought people here that have voices that are different than mine. And that is how the world should be. That's how I think it should be. And if you think the world should just be a bunch of drones that are going to say the same shit and surround themselves with the same people that are going to repeat their shit, then this ain't the place for you. Thank you very much. I need some water because I need to breathe. Whew. All right. Let's see. All right. All right. I got to calm down now. It's too late for this shit. All right. TLJ Screwjob. What if Kathleen Kennedy told Ryan, turn Luke to Jake? You'll get a trilogy. Just push Ray and give Luke X-Pac heat. Two conspiracy theory? Definitely two conspiracy theory, but the fact that you said give Luke X-Pac heat makes me really appreciate you greatly. I loved it. So, Stannis Baratheon says, I get pissed when there's no notification. I'm sorry you didn't get a notification, buddy, but I appreciate you joining the live stream. Smash the melee button. We're almost up to 100 melees. I am fired the fuck up. I'm going to be dropping F-bombs. I'm going to be cussing if I get worked up. And I may not. So let me see here. TLJ Screwjob was watching one of E's new videos, and in the comments, people were arguing about Kathleen Kennedy's incompetence, and someone said, you're questioning the producer of Back to the Future's competence? You were right, Jer. You were right. Exactly. These people are absolutely crazy. They're crazy. Like, they do no research. Again, I want you to honestly tell me, okay? I want you to honestly tell me, when you saw Jurassic Park in your lifetime, how many of you, when you told someone about Jurassic Park, how many people said, Kathleen Kennedy did such a wonderful job producing that movie? She's a creative force. Not one single fucking person said that, because she was nothing more than a name attached to it because she knew Steven Spielberg. She had no creative input. She had nothing to do with that. Nobody ever mentioned her name along any of these movies for all of those years. Nobody, not one single person. Nobody that's sitting there trying to claim that she's this great producer. Not one of them ever mentioned her name. Nobody talked about her as anything. Nobody even knew who she was. And now all of a sudden they're acting like she's this mega creative force. Get the fuck out of here. Not even. All right, let me see. John Martin, amen. I am really looking forward to this channel's content in 2019. Sweet. Thank you, John Martin. Really appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat. We have a lot of plans. Guys, there's a lot of cool things coming Geeks and Gamers way. And I am not telling many people about it. I'm keeping it very close to the chest because it's a lot of cool opportunities. And you have to be careful with these things. You know, success, and again, success is relative. Some people may look and go, Jeremy thinks Geeks and Gamers is successful because it has 100,000 subs. What a pathetic loser. And that's fine. If you're on that level and you just look down on me because I'm so excited for having a channel that's coming close to hitting 100,000 subs, then more power to you. I'm very excited. I'm very proud of this year. I'm humbled by this year, but I'm motivated by it. And it's only motivating me to work harder. I'm not like going to sit there and go, oh, we hit 100,000 subs. I can take it easy for a few months. No, I am working balls to the wall. I am not stopping whatsoever. And there's a lot of opportunities that are being presented, and I'm having to be very strategic about how I go about this, because I don't know who's coming at me trying to just capitalize off of our success. I don't know who's coming at me with good intentions or bad intentions. And I'm very, very worried about that, and it's a tough call that you have to make in these situations. And again, I'm not saying nothing that other creators that have had success don't have to deal with. We all have to deal with this, you know what I mean? And so, but this has been the single best year of my professional life, and it's not even close. And I've had so many people say, oh yeah, I mean, they just came out of nowhere. We've been doing this for a long time, and nobody gave a fuck about us. So if I can inspire anybody to do anything, I just say, look, you see what type of following we have now. And everybody's like, oh, Jeremy's so great. He's awesome. Jeremy's a genius. He's built this thing and it's amazing. And that's all true. But for 5-6 years, I was doing the same thing. Now, I wasn't doing it the same exact way, but I've been trying to build Geeks and Gamers for several years. I've lost thousands and thousands of dollars. I've lost friends. I have lost close friends, close relationships. I've sacrificed a whole lot to get here, just like anybody else that's been, successful. And so, yeah, it's awesome. And I do appreciate it. And it makes me very, very happy and very motivated. And so I thank all of you. Like, there's 178 people watching this right now. 178. Dude, I remember when this channel had less than 1,000 subs, and I would literally go crazy because a video got 100 views after a week. So the point is, if you are driven by something and you are trying to build something, don't give up. Fight for it. Fight and put every fucking thing you have into it. Don't give up. Don't let anybody stand in your way. And, as long as you leave it all out there, put it all out on the table, then at least you can feel good about it. It's not going to mean, if you keep fighting for it, that's not going to automatically mean you're going to be successful, but at least you're going to know you're putting everything into it, and don't give up. I almost gave up several times on Geeks and Gamers. I've been judged. I've been looked down upon, being at a certain age, and you have a family, and people are just like, why don't you get a real job? Why don't you get a regular job? Why are you goofing around with this stupid hobby? Why do you have these shitty jobs? Because I would take shitty jobs because I was not worried about the job. I was just taking whatever job I could to work around what I had, what I'm trying to develop and build. And every job I took was a job that I knew I could do that job and continue to work on Geeks and Gamers. And I've had people just look down on me, think I'm an idiot, think I'm a loser. And of course, I don't care how confident somebody is. Like, people think I'm super confident or whatever, but I don't care how confident you are. That type of shit gets in your head, man. And you're sitting there going like, what happens if like in 10 years from now, I'm still doing this shit? I'm still working these dead end jobs. I'm still doing this stupid stuff and no success. How are people going to look at me? How is my family going to look at me? That shit gets in your head, and you gotta power through it. You got to power through it. And so that's really all I can say, just that, if you got something going on, you got to power through it, and you can't give up. You got to fight for everything. So, all right, let me get back to the chat. I apologize for preaching so much. JG, I don't know how to say your name, but JF50. Geeks and Gamers equals a bullshit and shill-free zone. I appreciate that. I do. Although I am a shill for Christopher Nolan, but at least I've admitted that. But yes, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Let's see. Brandon Baxley says, I'm a musician, bro. I have heard the same type of crap a million times, but they won't discourage me from following my passion. That's what I'm talking about, man. I love hearing that. And, it's not easy, man. And that's what people don't really realize. People don't get it. People don't understand that, from a psychological standpoint, it's not easy to power through. It's not easy when the people that are in your life that, friends and family and shit, man, and they just get a real job, get a real job. Why don't you just settle down and get that 9-to-5? Fuck your 9-to-5. I don't want this 9-to-5 bullshit. I'm somebody that worked retail right out of high school. I quit early. Out of high school because I wanted a job. And when I took my job, I dropped out of high school. Yeah, motherfuckers, I dropped out of high school. I dropped out of high school. I got a job, my first job, and I was the number 2 manager in the company before I turned 19. And I worked my balls off. I worked 70, 80, 90 hours a week. I gave everything to this company. It was a grocery store. I gave everything to them. And I thought I was living the life. I was like 21. I was making good money. All the chicks at work thought I was the coolest because I was the manager. I had a 1997 black Z28 Camaro. I was living it up, I was living it up. And just a few years later, because of political bullshit, I lost my job. I had nothing to do with what happened, but I got caught up in something that I was indirectly connected to, but not directly, and had no idea of what was going on. But I lost my job, and it was bullshit. And I'm like, I just gave 6 years of my life to this. I worked my ass off. I gave them everything, and I'm done. I'm done. Like, I have nothing to show for it. You know what I mean? And that was the end of me at least dedicating everything to retail. So, and I learned the hard way. And so, it is what it is. So I will never, I'm like Vin Diesel in Fast and Furious when he's like, I'll never go back to jail. That's me with retail. I'll never go back to retail. So being a shill is okay if it's something you genuinely love, but a person being a shill because they think it'll get them brownie points with the corporation and free stuff, hell no. Great point. Great point. I agree with you 100%. Great point. Because we all do love, like that's why I tell you up front, look, the next Mario Kart game, don't look for me to be objective. I love Mario Kart. I love Mario Kart, and I'm going to want to love any Mario Kart that comes out. I love Christopher Nolan movies. I'm going to want to love every Christopher Nolan movie. That doesn't necessarily mean I will, but just don't take me as someone that's going to be super objective. You know what I mean? That's just not how it is. So, Barbarella says, smash the melee button if you don't mind. And I appreciate that simple request from Simple Man or Simple Woman. Simple everybody. Swig of water. Mario Kart is Jeremy's crack. This is true. Let's see. 223 people watching at this hour. I appreciate that. I genuinely appreciate that. If you are not subscribed to this channel, please do so. Please hit the subscribe button. We are closing in on 100,000 subs. And it's an amazing accomplishment for me and for the team and for everybody associated with Geeks and Gamers. It's just been a hell of a ride this year. Cody Henson, Jeremy, I love your channel. Have you seen the new Woke-Filled 5 TV ad? I have not. Is this something I need to react to? I have not seen that. So Caitlin says, nah, I'm staying unsubbed. What? What did I do this time, Caitlin? What did I do this time? Let's see. At 100K, Jeremy does a face reveal. That's true. It's true. It's true. Pushing major Geeks and Gamers announcement to January equals Geeks and Gamers plus exclusively games merger confirmed. Congrats, Jeremy/Jeremy. Prophecy finally comes to be. I appreciate that, Casey. Yeah, I hate that I've had to postpone, everything into January, but it's just part of it. It's we want to get this right. We want to get this right, and I think you're all going to love it. I really wish I could give you something. I wish I could show you a teaser or something, but it would just take away from what we're producing. So I can't. But I wish I could. But for your benefit, I promise you are going to love it when you see it. Let's see. Bilingual Minimalist says, your channel is awesome. Thank you for the entertainment this year and more to come. Thank you so much. Caitlin says, it's 1 a.m. your time, I think. Go to sleep. I will go to sleep, and I will get maybe 8 hours. But it's just that I'm going to go to sleep later than normal people. Love the Geeks and Gamers hoodie. You like that? You like the hoodie? Look at that. Again, look at that merch. Look at that. You like that? That's good, right? You guys need to get one. Crypto Fashion. Check it out. Let's see. All right, let me see. Making sure I'm caught up. Okay, I'm caught up. Welcome, everybody. Smash the melee button if you do not mind. We are over 130 melees, so I appreciate that. You have a hoodie in other colors too? Not currently, but we are working on it. We are working on it. So just be patient. Be patient. Dude, WTF, it's super late. I'm always up super late. Peter Parker, no, I'm not going to talk about porn like I used to. I'm trying to move away from that. But I appreciate you bringing it up. We all do love it, but I'm not going to get into that. Do you think JJ is going to save episode 9? Again, I'm a fan of JJ. I've always been a fan of JJ. I know a lot of people that sub to this channel don't like it when I say I'm a fan of JJ, but I am a fan of JJ Abrams, and I can't change that, and I'm not going to. But episode 9 to me is beyond saving. Now, does that mean I can be wrong? Absolutely. But right now, based on what Rian Johnson has done, I feel like episode 9 is beyond saving. I really do. Maybe not episode 9 individually, but the trilogy. I mean, episode 9 has to make this trilogy work, and episode 8 is such a disaster. I just don't see any way JJ can do it, man. I really don't. At 100K, Jeremy reveals he's Kathleen Kennedy's disenfranchised nephew. Oh, man. Let me see here. Oh, I got to respond. Hang on just a minute. And then I'll catch up, I promise. Hang on. Let's see. Oh, my gosh. Come on, phone. Why does that keep... All right. I've been hearing Peter Jackson is going to make the Lord of the Rings stories for a TV show. Have we heard more about that, Michael Prince? Because let's see. Because I've heard those rumors, and I think Peter Jackson's involvement is crucial to the success of that Lord of the Rings television series. So we'll see. Jeremy, how many characters have you unlocked so far in Ultimate? Not that many, because I haven't played it that much. We played on the live stream the other night, which is unlisted, I know. But I mean, I think I just unlocked Snake. So maybe about 7 or 8. It's not a ton. I haven't been playing that much. Nice shirt. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Make sure you go check it out over at Crypto Fashion. Let's see. Thug Life Jeremy. Caitlin, what will you do if one day Jeremy is actually sleeping normally and you are just like waiting late for him to stream, but it doesn't come because he's gotten normal? Jedi Knight and friend to Captain Solo. Hey, what's up? I'm standing in a corner at work wearing high pants, hoping people will notice my gains. I want to see if I can find this meme. I don't know if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. It's the best one ever, but I don't know if it's on here. So let me see if I can find it. These memes are horrible. Come on. We've got to find it. Guys, give me a minute. You're going to laugh at this meme if I can find it. Hang on. I'm going to do another search. It's a Ben Swolo meme, just so you know. It's a Ben Swolo meme. So let's see if we can find it. There it is. I found it. All right, I'm happy. All right, hang on. I got to move it over here. All right, look at this. This is, to me, this is the best thing that The Last Jedi ever produced right here. I hope you guys can see this. Okay, let's see. That's so fucking stupid. All right, here we go. You guys ready? Look at this. This is the best thing that The Last Jedi ever produced, okay? I hope you can see this. Tell me if you can see it. Can you see this right here? Tell me if you can see it. Take off your shirt. You don't need it. That's Han. Kylo, what do you think you'll see if I do? The gains of my son. And then a picture of Ben Swallow. That's so stupid. It's so stupid. Oh, take off their shirt. You don't need it. What do you think you'll see if I do? The gains of my son. And then somebody photoshops a picture of Swolo. So good. So good. All right. That's the best meme ever. It's the best meme. I love it so much. So, all right. How's everybody doing? Let's talk. Do you have questions for me? Are there things you want to talk about? I'm right here. Whatever you want. Damn, that scene made me cry in 2016. Yeah, made us all cry. And then The Last Jedi made us cry for different reasons. Swolo. Yeah, Ben Swolo. Let's see, Jeremy. Is it on with this late live stream? You drink a liter of Monster? No, man. I'm actually drinking water right now. I'm usually always up late. So, do you work out, Jared? Are you looking slim? No. I mean, I do work out. Not like I'm not a workoutaholic or anything, but I do my push-ups and my sit-ups and stuff like that. But I am skinny. Like, people think I'm actually like bulkier than I am. I'm actually skinny. I weigh like 100 and what? You know what? God damn it! I probably shouldn't say. What do you guys think I weigh? Because people think I'm bigger then they see me in person and I'm actually like skinnier than people think. So, but what do you think my weight is? Swig of water. I'm 3 houses away from you in Pensacola. Keep it down, trying to sleep. Talia got it. Talia got it. I'm right at 180 pounds. 180 pounds. So Jeremy, looks like you need a little double animal style from In-N-Out for the working man. Look, if there's one thing I will be doing when I go back to California outside of working, I will be going to In-N-Out Burger because In-N-Out Burger is amazing. So do you like Marvel or DC movies better? I like the DC universe better, but the Marvel movies, in my opinion, are better than the current DC movies. Now, the Dark Knight trilogy is my favorite series. So the Dark Knight is my number one. Batman Begins is number two. Recently, Infinity War has moved up to my number three, and it kind of bumped the Dark Knight Rises down. I also love Superman the movie. So, but I just do not like the DCEU, except for Wonder Woman. I did like Wonder Woman. So let's see. Before or after you drink that Dasani? I don't know. What are you asking, Fred? I know that was probably a follow-up to something I said, but I don't know what you said. Guess Jeremy doesn't watch Doctor Who. It's much worse than The Last Jedi. Check the Rotten Tomato score. Yeah, I don't watch Doctor Who. I've been hearing about it, but I don't watch it. So, hello, Jeremy from Australia, watching live stream while drawing mountains. Andy Bell, thank you for joining. I really appreciate that. All the way from Australia. That's great. I'm still pissed there is no Superman movie and Cavill was fired. Has Cavill? Cavill hasn't been officially let go. That was a rumor going around. So there's Kamal. What's up, Kamal? Just confess your love for Man of Steel already. Hell no, I hate Man of Steel. And I apologize to the Man of Steel fans because I know there's a lot of them. I'm not one of them, and I am sorry. Oh, your weight. Oh, my bad. Okay, I got you, Fred. Yeah, 180 though is Talia had got it first, so. Let me see. If you guys are still guessing my weight, it's 180. So I am 6 foot 180. And so people think I am like, built more than I am. I'm pretty skinny and pretty lanky. So Man of Steel is actually bad. Yeah, it's terrible. It's a terrible Superman movie. It's a terrible Superman movie. It might be a good movie about an alien coming to Earth and finding his way. It's a terrible Superman movie. It just is. And I will always have that stance. Let's see. Man of Steel or The Last Jedi? Man of Steel. For sure. Damn, Jeremy, have you slept yet? I slept today. I got up at like 10 a.m. So I got a little bit of sleep. Batman vs Superman was the bomb. It was a bomb because it was an awful movie. I'll agree with you in that respect. I know that's not what you were saying. So Xbox X for life. I hear you. I hated Batman v Superman. I'm glad you liked it. Jeremy is just a skinny white dude in the basement ranting about damn feminists. Just kidding. No disrespect. None taken, brother. The Last Jedi screw job. How could they actively avoid having Han, Luke, and Leia on screen together one last time, especially with the Chewie we're home marketing? Man, it's a great question. Here's how I looked at it. Now, when I watched The Force Awakens, I sat there and I went, because I don't go into movies holding the movie accountable for what I want to see. I never do that, because you're setting yourself up for disappointment when you do that. I've done that a few times in the past, and I learned from my mistakes. So when I went into The Force Awakens, obviously I wanted to see Han, Luke, and Leia together. There's no doubt about it. When I didn't get that, though, I was okay with that. I was like, you know what? I'm going to trust the creative process. I'm going to trust that they have a plan. Why didn't you give us Han, Luke, and Leia together? I'm going to assume you have a plan, because why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I think that? And then Rian Johnson stepped to the plate, and there you go. So, it's terrible, man. It's terrible. That the marketing is designed to get butts in seats, period. That's it. You're right about that. Which would you rather watch again, The Last Jedi or Solo? Well, I haven't seen Solo. I don't plan on seeing Solo. So, you know, I can't answer the question, obviously, but I'm not watching The Last Jedi again. I've watched The Last Jedi too many times at this point. We had to rewatch it for the High Council. I'm not watching it again. Let's see. Thug Life Jeremy. Jeremy, dude, I'm watching this stream in college while the SJWs rant about how Kanye West is a traitor and socialism works. Wish me luck that I don't get lynched for it. Whew. I feel for you, buddy. I feel for you. That sounds like a tough situation to be in. So, but yeah, I doubt that I'm going to watch Solo. Just on principle alone at this point. Like, I just don't want to watch it. I just don't fucking want to watch it, you know? So what would have been your ideal sequel trilogy setup as writer, director? So this is not going to be popular, but I understand that. But I'm not going to change my stance because of what's happened. My ideal director would have been J.J. Abrams, but with George Lucas's outline. I want George Lucas's story outline directed by J.J. Abrams. That's what I would want. But we didn't get that because before JJ came on, Kathleen Kennedy decided that George Lucas's outline for the sequel trilogy was not good enough. It wasn't up to standards for Kathleen Kennedy. So they threw it away, and they basically told JJ, hey, you have to invent these new characters, and they have to be the vocal point of the movie. And it's the stupidest decision ever. So, yeah, you know, so... Ford demanded to be killed off, just like his elderly career. Yeah, I know. He's been wanting to get killed off for a long time. So, Jeremy, any chance you'll skip episode 9, be like Odin and buy another movie ticket and sneak into episode 9? Don't support it. That's going to be really difficult because I will be seeing it opening night because I want to give the earliest review possible. And so I don't see that happening. And I don't like seeing movies that I can see in IMAX. I don't like seeing them in another format. So my plan is to see episode 9 opening night in IMAX. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. That way I can give a good review, see it in the best theater possible, see it opening night. And if anybody is on the fence, they can wait and see what I have to say about it. Because there's a lot of people that really wanted me to see Solo. And now that our following has grown so much, you know, it's definitely something that I feel I need to check out. So I will be seeing episode 9 opening night in IMAX. So let me see. Looking forward to episode 9 only because it marks the end of a bad dream. Well, there's a rumor going around that episode 9 actually will get a trailer this week. We may be getting a teaser trailer this week. We'll see what happens. So, let's see. Who won the NFC? Saints or Rams? I got to go with the Saints because Drew Brees. So, sell out. I will wait for your review. Thank you, Cameron West. I appreciate that. Like the Clone Wars, George Lucas was there for all of it. Yep, exactly. And that would have been my ideal sequel trilogy situation. George Lucas's sequel trilogy story. George can be there to have creative input. J.J. Abrams directs it. Because while we all love George, and I do love George, and I've defended George for a long time, I think we can all agree that George Lucas is not a great director for actors. I just think we all can acknowledge that. But George Lucas is the greatest story man there is. So George Lucas's script, or at least his outline, J.J. Abrams, you may not like J.J. You may think that he's this, that, and the other, and that's fine. But I think one thing we can all agree on is J.J. Abrams is a good director for actors. He is. And that's the perfect, you know, combo for me. So, I wanted George's original plan for the sequels. Would have been okay with that. Yeah, definitely. I definitely would have too. We are almost up to 300 viewers at 2 o'clock in the morning. I appreciate that. Smash the melee button if you don't mind. Simple request from a simple man. If you're new to the channel, and we have had a lot of new subscribers lately. If you're new to the channel, my name is Jeremy. I am the owner of geeksandgamers.com. I am the prominent person you're going to see on this channel. And we like to have conversations. We like to disagree. We like to debate. We like to swig some water for the working man. We like to go on rants. We like to talk bad about NPCs and SJWs. We like to call out the hypocrisy from the far left in the entertainment industry, because it is a big problem that needs to be talked about. But that's not all Geeks and Gamers is. Geeks and Gamers is a very, very large group of people with different opinions, different philosophies on how to give those opinions. Some people don't like to get into the politics of things. We also talk about sports, not directly on this channel, but we have a sports channel called Sports Wars. We have a Twitch channel. We have an anime channel. We have a website. We have a lot of things going on. We did have a Patreon, but then I told Patreon to go fuck themselves after they start banning people simply because they don't like what people are saying on their live streams. So I just recently got rid, as of today, our Patreon account. Our Patreon account is dead. It is gone, and it is not coming back unless Patreon actively and openly apologizes to people like Sargon of Akkad and Milo. I can't even say his damn name, but Milo. They better apologize publicly, and if they don't, then they can kiss my ass. And again, who is it? I think it's the ninth biggest Patreon channel. I think was some major patron person got rid of their Patreon account. So I don't remember his name. I'm sure you guys can tell me right here in the chat. But a mega Patreon account gone. And so 12th, is it 12th? Okay. So it's great, man. You know, more people. Again, when I'm saying this again, I'm going to say this again. Sam Harris. Okay, that's right. Sam Harris. And I'm going to say this again. Okay. My decision to end our Patreon, I do not feel that any other creators should be pressured to do the same thing. I am not doing this to pressure other creators. Every single person has a different philosophy and a different business model. Patreon was not our number one source of revenue. It just wasn't. So that allowed the decision that I had to make a lot easier. So I don't deserve like credit like Sam Harris does. But it was not an easy decision. And, you know, it was a tough decision, but we made it because we thought that it was the best thing to do. And, you know, we're not going to stand for that, you know? And so again, it just needs to be put in perspective. It's not like we were making $20,000 a month on Patreon and I, you know, got rid of it. We were making some decent money on Patreon, but it's all in perspective. And I just want to make sure that I'm putting that out there so people understand the whole story. I'm not looking for, you know, I'm not looking for credit or anything like that. I appreciate that so many people have been giving me, you know, kind compliments for the Patreon thing. It was just, I just felt it was the thing to do. It was the thing to do. That's it. That's really what it comes down to. So let's see. Let's see here. They will still blame you for calling for a boycott of Patreon. Hell yeah, they will, JG. Yes, they will. You know they will. Hell, I'm still getting blamed for the fucking solo boycott. You know, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. But, you know, from Hell Heart, I've never watched any of your videos and I have no idea who you are. So stop rooting for Alabama now. Thank you. You know, check this out. I got to show you guys something real quick. Okay. I got to show you guys something really quick. Give me a minute. Let me pull it up on Twitter. And I'm going to show you guys this. I shared this the other day. This is the type of people that are against Geeks and Gamers right here. This is the type of people. The beauty of this comment is so awesome. I just got to find it. All right, here we go right here. Okay. Look at this numbnuts. Okay. These are the types of people that are against Geeks and Gamers right here. So let me pull up the stream again. All right, look at this beauty. Look at this genius right here, okay? Okay. Now, this is my comments. I marked the name out because I'm going to try and avoid giving these people attention from now on. This is a perfect statement. They make our case for us. This guy says, Geeks and Gamers.
Geeks and Gamers is hosting a stream called the Common Sense crew. Geeks and gamers and common sense do not belong together, and I've never watched any of their videos.
Like, you're helping me. You fucking say you've never watched our videos, but you're making a blanket statement about us. What the fuck is wrong with you? How fucking stupid are you? What is wrong with you, bro? This only helps. This only helps. What an idiot. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's great. This person's an idiot. So like, what's wrong with these people? Oh man. But yes, I know that I have to be better about confrontations because I'm a very confrontational person online and in real life. I'm very outspoken. Sometimes I don't know when to stop. Sometimes I'm very aggressive. And this is something I'm going to have to get better about. I get into it with people in the comments sometimes. It's probably not the best. You know, I'm not used to having 100,000 subs. I'm not used to having eyes on me. But I know that it's probably not the best, decision when I go after people in comments and cuss them out, call them names. And so many times it gets misinterpreted. My whole thing is, if you're going to come in, like, my philosophy in life, I'm never going to come at you and disrespect you without having a reason. So if somebody comes in my comments and they just shit talk me, again, my philosophy is, if you hit me, I'm going to hit back twice as hard. That's my philosophy. And if you can take it like a grown ass man, then we can be cool. Because if you come back at me in the same way I came at you or responded to you, then we're going to get along just fine. If you can hit me back. But if you run like a little bitch, I am not going to have any respect for you whatsoever. But I have to stop going after these people that come at me, because I feel like it's the best part of their day when they get Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers to respond to them. And I have to start being a little more self-aware, but that's just not how I'm built. I'm built to respond. I'm a counterpuncher, but I've got to get better about that. I have to be more self-aware, and self-awareness is one of my number one traits. But I feel that we've grown so much in the past year that it's taking me a little more time to catch up to, how Geeks and Gamers is right now. So I'm working on it. I'm not perfect. I'm always going to fuck up. I'm always going to make mistakes, and I'll always admit them, because that's called being a human being. Something NPCs aren't really aware of. I mean, I'll be fair. Geeks and Gamers is doing the same thing, lambasting Captain Marvel without having seen it, solely because Larson made one comment they don't agree with politically. Okay, banned for telling the truth. So let's discuss that, okay? Let me repeat your comment first, okay? I mean, I'll be fair. Geeks and Gamers is doing the same thing, lambasting Captain Marvel without having seen it, solely because Larson made one comment they don't agree with politically. They is the key word, okay? So did you see every single person at Geeks and Gamers collectively stand together and say that? Or did you see Jeremy say that? So let's reword what you're fucking saying to Jeremy, because they is implying that everybody at Geeks and Gamers is going to repeat what I'm going to say. And I can guarantee you that ain't the case. Banned for telling the truth. So banned for telling the truth. Why don't you back up your fucking name, first of all? And instead of saying they, as in plural, as in multiple people, as in everybody associated with Geeks and Gamers, why don't you just say Jeremy? Why don't you just say the asshole that's on this stream that's always yapping about Brie Larson? Why don't you call me out directly? If we're going to get specific, then let's get specific. Now, number two. So if I compliment a movie on a trailer before I see it, is that bad too? Like, I am specifically commenting on the fucking movie trailer. Have you watched my responses? Have I said multiple times, motherfucker, have I said multiple times that I was wrong about Wonder Woman, that I criticized the hell out of Wonder Woman? I didn't like Gal Gadot's casting. Every time I make a Captain Marvel video, I mention this. I say I was wrong about Wonder Woman, and I could be wrong about Captain Marvel. Do I not clarify myself every time? Yes, I fucking do. If you don't believe me, go back and watch my fucking videos. Now, if this motherfucker on Twitter would have said, hey, I might be wrong because I've never seen a Geeks and Gamers video, But common sense and Geeks and Gamers doesn't seem to go together. He didn't qualify himself. He made a blanket statement without having any knowledge. I clarify every time. I say I was wrong about Wonder Woman and I could be wrong about Captain Marvel, but based on what I've seen up to this point, this is how I feel. That's your answer. Now, either get wrecked, run away, or just have a swig of water for the working man. Okay. I'm just fucking with them if they were joking. This is how I do it, okay? I can't read sarcasm through your comment. So if you were being sarcastic to me, then I'm sorry that I was jumping your case, that I misread it. And if you were being serious, then okay, then. And then if you come back at me, we can all be friends. And if you run and hide because I was mean to you,
He was mean to me on the internet. This is Trump's fault. None of this mean internet was happening until Trump got in office.
so we'll see how the response goes. It's all about your response. Yeah. Big Steve. Jeremy goes hard today. You looking real jacked, baby. So again, this is how I am. And I know that I rub people the wrong way sometimes. I know my personality rubs people the wrong way. I know my aggressive nature rubs people the wrong way. I know my sense of humor rubs people the wrong way. I get it. I understand. And if you are pissed off at me for how I responded to you, you have every right to be. I'm an asshole. And I've never said I wasn't. I am an asshole. I know I am. So it's all good. It's all good in the hood. Let's see. Shit, there are super chats. I gotta pay attention. I'm sorry. John Gray, I'm gonna see Captain Marvel, but for some reason they call it Shazam instead. Oh man, that's a good one. Rock Pish 1P. I also don't want to see Captain Marvel. She sounds like a Valley girl and it drives me nuts. I'll have a swig of rum for myself. No, I mean, and that's really what it comes down to. I think Brie Larson looks terrible in the role at this point. I think she's cringe. I think she looks like Alicia Silverstone in Clueless. She doesn't convince me of anything. But I said similar things about Gal Gadot prior to Wonder Woman. And I was very critical of Wonder Woman with the trailers, with her performance in Batman v Superman, with Gal Gadot's casting. I was super critical. And I went to see it, and the movie blew my mind. And it was tied for my favorite movie of the year with Dunkirk that year. So I can be wrong. And I can be right, I can be wrong, and I'll admit it. I have no reason to double down on something. So if I go see Captain Marvel and if I like it, I'm going to fucking tell you I like it. I'm going to say, yo, man, I was wrong. Captain Marvel was a really good movie. I got it wrong. I should have never doubted the MCU. But based on what I've seen up to this point, I don't think it looks good. Now, does her politics play any part into it? I don't know. I'm a Green Day fan. And I don't agree with anything they say politically. And I love Green Day. American Idiot is one of my all-time favorite albums. So politics don't matter to me. Like, I get it. Most people in Hollywood are going to be out there far left, and they're going to hate Trump. And that's fine. That still doesn't mean I can't get pissed off at their comments. And I don't like some of the stuff Brie Larson has said. But if I was just judging people on their politics in Hollywood, I would never watch a movie, ever. I would never watch a movie. So, Mike Kelly says Dunkirk was average. Well, that's what the ladies say about you too, Mike, but you don't see them complaining. So Dookie is better. Dookie is great. Dookie is the album that introduced me to, Green Day. So I'm not going to argue with you on that because let's see. Don Mondongo says, Green Day fan. No, not like this. Not like this. All right. Let's see. Wonder Woman had the best trailers that year. Yeah, I didn't have a problem with the trailers as much as I just thought Gal Gadot was going to be bad in the movie. Really bad. I'm a grower, not a shower. Respect, Mike. Respect. Nothing but respect, buddy. Let's see. A grower, not a shower. Yeah, I hear you. That was good. That was good. Let's see. I can't believe 2018 isn't over. It's almost over. Jeremy, you need sleep, man. I know. I'll get to sleep a little bit later. The Andredo, here to shield Geeks and Gamers Reddit at Reddit/Geeks Gamers Community. Please definitely check out the Geeks and Gamers Reddit, Geeks and Gamers or Geeks Gamers Community. Really appreciate the work that the Andredo puts in over there. Sleep is for the weak. I agree. Let's see. A guy said Star Wars was always SJW. I will not give up until you respond. A guy said Star Wars was always SJW. I mean, I'd need to know exactly what his definition of that is, because my definition of a social justice warrior is someone that has no interest whatsoever in the thing that they are involved in. They are only trying to get involved in it to shove their identity politics into it. So when you see things like people going,
oh, all the people upset about The Last Jedi, they're just intimidated by strong women.
What the fuck are you talking about? We all love Leia. We all love Ahsoka, Mara Jade. What the fuck are you talking about? It has nothing to do with women. It has to do with badly written women shoved into the movie to fit a social justice agenda. That's what it has to do with. So when I call people SJWs, it is people that only see race and gender. They do not see anything other than race and gender. That's the only thing they see. And they are only interested in shoving diversity into something that is popular just because they want more of their agenda shoved into things. They don't care about Star Wars. They don't care about video games. They don't care about Marvel. They don't care about DC. They only care about it because it has a platform. So when it has a platform, they want to shove their agenda into the platform. So if somebody says Star Wars was always SJW, I want to know what the fuck they're talking about, because diversity, I wish I had my keyboard here, but I would have like the equals with the slash. Diversity does not equal SJW. That's not how it works, you dumb fucker. Okay? How it works is when you are pushing diversity, forcing diversity into a story just for a political agenda, that is SJW. Star Wars being diverse does not inherently make it SJW. So the person that's saying that does not understand what we are talking about. That is the point. Now, as far as like Geeks and Gamers, for instance, if he's saying Star Wars has always been SJW simply because it had diversity, then Geeks and Gamers is fucking SJW, because we're diverse as hell. Geeks and Gamers is far more diverse in skin color, in gender, in sexual orientation, and political beliefs, whatever you want to call it. My team at Geeks and Gamers is probably the most diverse team that you're going to find on the internet. And that is the hilarious part, when all of these dumb motherfuckers want to sit there and talk shit about us being not for diversity. Go fuck yourself. The thing about Geeks and Gamers is I don't see race and gender when I'm bringing people onto my team. I see qualifications, and I see passion, and I see people that I can trust. So when I have somebody on my team that is a lesbian or a gay guy or a black guy, I don't bring them out and go, hey, everybody, hey, look at my gay person that works for me. Look at me because I hired a gay person. I'm a great guy. I have gay people. I have black people. Look at me. Give me praise because I am for diversity. I don't do that shit, because that's treating them like a circus animal. That's fucking horrible when people do that. It's fucking horrible. Why would people do that? I don't do that with my team. I don't prop my team out, and I don't look for woke points because I have people that look different than me and sleep with different type genders than me or whatever. Like, I don't know what the fuck these people are on. Like, they're constantly wanting validation because they're for diversity. Who's not for diversity? Like, who? Why do you think you deserve special points? Because
I fight racism. I'm punching Nazis. Give me attention.
What? What are you talking about? Like, it's insane. So anyway, rant over. That's like the 8th rant I've been on tonight. Swig of water for the working man. Let's see. John Joseph Gray says, "Hey Jeremy, big fan, like your videos. I think Warner Brothers is going to beat Disney in the next couple of movies. Would you agree?" I don't know, man. I mean, we've got things like The Lion King. We've got Star Wars Episode 9 that's undoubtedly going to it's going to flirt with $1 billion. The Lion King is going to make $1 billion. They've got a lot of these live action movies in the works. So with WB, I definitely think that Aquaman is looking very promising at the box office. I would need to see the rest of the slate, like Shazam. What else do we have? And then Disney's got the MCU underneath it. So, like, even though Captain Marvel's the next movie, just a few weeks later, Avengers Endgame comes out. So, it's going to be tough, man. I would need to see the full lineup. So, let me see here. Geeks and Gamers has handicap parking spots as well. Spider-Man, not Bug Boy. Green Day versus Coldplay for #1 Cug band. I can't even argue with that. Let's see. Grand Kai 9. Jeremy, The Last Jedi script was finished prior to the TFA script was finished. What do you think about that? I think I think we need to get clarification on what that guy was saying, because it's well known that Rian Johnson started working on The Last Jedi script before The Force Awakens was finished. I know that. That's been widely reported on. That's well-known information that we've had for years. And it was very frustrating to find that out. But what this person with Lucasfilm said, he made it sound like that the Last Jedi script was finished before The Force Awakens was finished. That's what he made it sound like. I need more clarification on that. So we'll just have to see. But I want to wait to get more information before I talk on that subject. Green Day hates Trump. I know they do. I know they hate Trump. I get that, But, I mean, I've always known Green Day's politics. I mean, American Idiot is a very left-wing album. I still enjoy the music and the storytelling in the album. So Maul says, "Good night, Jeremy. Take it easy." Thank you, Darth Maul. I appreciate it. Smash the melee button if you don't mind. Simple request from a simple man. And swig of water for the working man. Roundhead created Jake Skywalker before TFA. God damn it. I hate Jake Skywalker. It's so bad. It's so bad. Cecil is love. This is true. Fanboy says, "But that's the problem, though. All Hollywood is against Trump, man. Almost everyone. But the point is, I think they're hiring these SJWs so they can brainwash. They're afraid of another ex-gen man." I agree. It is. It's like literally everybody in Hollywood hates Trump. It's ridiculous. Like, it's the biggest echo chamber in the world. Shadow Dragon says, "Ultimate button." Smash the ultimate button. Tank Ferret says, "Liked and shared." Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Sharing is very crucial to our growth. So anytime you see our videos, please share them. Please spread the word. It goes so far. Chris Pratt's a Trump supporter. Do we know that, Killa? Do we know for a fact Chris Pratt is a Trump supporter? We do. We definitely know he's definitely a very conservative-leaning person. He's very religious. He's very outspoken about his faith. But do we know he's a Trump supporter? I know James Woods is a Trump supporter. I know that. And I'm pretty sure Tim Allen is a Trump supporter too. But do we know if Pratt is? I don't think I've ever heard Pratt actually say that. I would assume he might be, but I don't think Pratt would ever publicly say it. I'm very curious what Jordan Peterson and Dave Rubin are planning. I agree. I am too. I'm very much looking forward to that. Chris Pratt is an amazing human being. I agree. Pratt's awesome. I love Pratt. Let's see. Mel Gibson. That doesn't surprise me. Digging the hoodie, Jeremy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Mike Tyson's a Trump supporter. Mike Tyson don't give a fuck. It's so funny. Let me see. Jeremy, Hollywood is partly responsible for putting Trump in office because Hollywood used Ghostbusters reboot to back Hillary. Did they? Did they use the Ghostbusters reboot? I don't know. I didn't see the Ghostbusters reboot. What did they do? I'd be interested to know. Give Chris Evans props for his shout out to James Woods. I did, and I still do. I mentioned that a while when it happened. Like 2 days after that happened, I mentioned that Chris Evans gave James Woods a shout out and how I thought that was a very, very, it was a very cool thing to see because Chris Evans obviously hates Trump and he's very outspoken about that. And the fact that James Woods is very outspoken about his support for Trump. And then Chris Evans gave James Woods a major shout out for all of the work James Woods was doing with the Hollywood or with the California wildfires. I thought that was a beautiful thing. So, what's up, Mecha Random? How are you? She says, don't get her started on the Ghostbusters reboot. Let me see here. They went on Ellen to promote Ghostbusters same day as Killary. I didn't know that. That's interesting. God, I didn't know this. I think I was just putting my head in the sand at some point with that damn movie. I was getting so tired of the identity politics about it. Yep, the official Ghostbusters reboot Twitter account had a tweet supporting Hillary. Wow, I didn't know that. What's up, Laura? It's a short story. Says, nice hoodie. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate that. Good to see you here. Anthony says, well, I was going to sleep, but can't when Geeks and Gamers is live. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Let me see. Blasted Heath says, I smell sulfur. I'm pretty sure there's a demon in my apartment. Uh-oh. You better watch out, man. So finally something that brought both sides together, says Christopher T. Yeah, it was cool. It was really cool to see that from Chris Evans. It really was. All right. Sorry, I'm catching up. Tank Ferret, dear SJWs, people are not Pokemon. That's bigoted. That was a damn good rant, says JG. I'm just going to call you JG Fibby. That was a damn good rant. Thank you. I appreciate that. John Joseph Gray, thank you for answering my question. Oh, WB has Godzilla 2 and Detective Pikachu. That's right. Godzilla 2. I did a trailer reaction to Godzilla 2. My God, man. Godzilla 2 looks incredible. I mean, incredible. Like, are you guys hyped about Godzilla 2? I can't believe how good this movie looks. My God. Insane. Banned for telling the truth. All right, you're still here. Okay, I was cool. I was hoping I didn't run you off, but I'm glad you're still here, banned for telling the truth. I didn't see your responses to me. I apologize. The chat kind of got a little crazy, so I apologize, but I'm glad to see you're still here, buddy. Let's see. John Gray, My Chemical Romance, Black Parade is better than Green Day's American Idiot. Still love Green Day, though. Rock on, Jeremy. Respect that. Respect. I've never really listened to My Chemical Romance, so I can't really say. I don't have a qualified opinion on that, but I respect where you're coming from, and I appreciate the super chat. Let's see. Yeah, Godzilla looks incredible, man. I mean, incredible. I'm blown away by it. Hey, Jeremy, do you like listen to Collider? Says Mitch. I used to be a big fan of Collider. But in the last year, I like Christian. I think Christian is very respectable. I think he knows his Star Wars. He definitely knows more about Star Wars than me. But overall, as a whole, I don't like Collider at all. I can't deal with them. So, let me see. Let's see. No worries. Unfortunately, your rant, while entertaining as usual, was misdirected as the comment was taken out of context. I definitely was putting some salt and pepper on there for entertainment value, but I thought that you took me out of context as well. So if you're going to call me out for taking you out of context, you took me out of context as well, because you failed to mention that I qualify myself every time I criticize Captain Marvel by saying I might be wrong because I was wrong about Wonder Woman. So you took me out of context. So again, I live in a world where you hit me, I hit you back. And so I hit you back with the same logic you hit me with, but you only acknowledged the breakdown of how it was approached on my end and not your own end. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to expose your side of it, and then I'll own my side of it as well. Okay. All right, let's move on. John Joseph Gray. Have a great night, Jeremy. Keep up the great night. Thank you, John. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the conversations. Really appreciate that. No, I mean, I was responding to someone else about something else. But you still was taking me out of context. That's the whole thing. You took my position on Captain Marvel out of context, right? Like, can you admit that? If you can admit that, then we're good. Jeremy, he was talking about someone else, not you or Geeks and Gamers. He said Geeks and Gamers, though, right? Like, did he not? Let me go back. I think I can go back to that one. I don't know. You guys have lit this chat up. I probably can't find it. I'm looking for it. Damn it. I just missed it because there's the one saying damn good rant. I can't find it. I'll have to go back to it. But the way it was formulated was it looked like it was me. So, yes, I said Geeks and Gamers. Okay, well, okay. Let's see. He said G&G, I think. Is Jeremy wrong on this one? I don't know. Am I? Let's see. One time, you remember one time there was a guy who came at me and I got it wrong. This was months ago. He still gives me shit for it. So, let me see. Mm-mm-mm. All right, I want to go back and look at the comment, but I can't find it right now. Anyway, yeah, I'm lost too. But anyway, respect for Ban for telling truth, for staying here and dealing with me. That's the best thing you can do is deal with my bullshit. And if you can deal with my bullshit, we're cool. We're cool. So no worries. All right. How did Godzilla reproduce? You know, that's a good question. I don't know. I just watched the Godzilla 2 trailer. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Take my monies. Yes, yes. Absolutely. Let's see. They hired an SJW who did not work on the first Dragon Age games. I hope it is not good, but Dread Wolf sounding like it will end up being about Trump. Oh my God. Another Trump, another thing about Trump. Oh my God. I just, why do they think we fucking care? Seriously, man. Jeremy has common sense, but he admits he's not infallible. Oh yes, I am a seriously flawed individual. Seriously, flawed individual. Jeremy, when did you realize Collider Campia were sellouts? By the way, I miss Natasha and Mova fine ass. I don't really know. You know, I always followed Campia from the AMC days, and then he moved over to Collider, and then you know, they had the whole Collider thing, and then Campia left, and I don't really remember. I really don't remember when the moment was, but yeah, I couldn't even tell you at this point. Let me see. Let me see. They have to keep hitting Trump. That's the point. Unfortunately, yes, they think they do. Can't be a shill for James Gunn. Yeah, I did like Schnepp. I met Schnepp. I met Campia. You know, I met most of those guys. So, but Campia, I was once a big fan of Campia. I can no longer say I am anymore. But you know, that doesn't take away from all the things that he, you know, did inspired me and everything like that. And I did. I was a big fan of Campia for the AMC days and into the Collider days. I was a big Campia fan. But oh well. Not anymore, not anymore. But I wish him the best. I do. I hope his channel continues to do well, you know? And so it is what it is. So have you seen Luke Cage? I saw the first season of Luke Cage. I loved the first half of the first season. I thought it was damn near perfect, and then it fell apart. Fell apart. Just came back to check if you were asleep yet, but you're still freaking here. Last time, dude, go to sleep. Okay, good night. Caitlin is so awesome. Caitlin's the best. Dude, or stop, please, with the MG. What does MGTOW mean? I don't even know what that means. What is the MGTOW crap? I don't even know what that is. What is that? What does that stand for? Is that something I'm not caught up on? I have no idea what that means. Did you see Anna's rant earlier about the Esquire magazine article about Star Wars fans being trolls. She was amazing. She's always amazing. I didn't catch. I think I caught a little bit of the stream, but I didn't see that part. But I mean, Anna's always amazing. So I've told you guys before. If she ever starts producing consistent content on her channel, she will be far bigger than this channel. And I stand by that. I've always stood by that. She's incredible. So. Oh, okay. Men going their own way? What the fuck is that? I don't even know what that is. Men going their own way. So like a men's rights thing or some shit? I'm not like for men's rights. I'm just for people's rights. Like if you're doing the men's again, and if I'm misinterpreting that, then please correct me. But if it's a men's rights thing, it's just like, and I understand that that's to battle. It's basically to battle the women's rights bullshit going on. Like for me, it's just people's rights. Like I don't give a fuck about gender and race and shit. You know, what I do give a fuck about is Hollywood doing all of their projecting and shit. You know what I mean? So men giving up on women, well, I'm not gonna do that. So that ain't happening. Staying single on purpose. What? I gotta do more research on this shit. Wait, okay. So MGTOW basically means no marriage or kids. It's basically a bachelor forever. Your money, your life. Do what you want. Some go political, etc. I mean, I get it, and that's cool if that's what you want to do. But not for me. Not for me. Not for me. Laura is your short story says human rights. Yeah, I mean that's me. You know. So, more Smash Bros. Jeremy. Yeah, we got to get off this men's rights shit. So it's basically identity politics, kind of hypocritical. Yeah, I just nah. No, I don't know what this shit is, Fred. I'm not familiar with it at all. I'm not familiar with that shit. So, let's see. It's like the dude playing Superman. He's too scared to go for women because of the Me Too stuff. Now, I agree with that. I mean, I understand that standpoint. And what Henry Cavill said about that, I completely understand. I completely understand. I am luckily I am married and I don't have to worry about that bullshit. But even in today's world, I do worry about every female I talk to because you don't know how they're gonna interpret shit. You don't know how they're gonna take things. You don't know how they're gonna react to shit. Like you just have no idea. It's a scary, scary situation. So let's see. Cornflake says, you're married, Jeremy. Why would you need to go? Well, I didn't even know what it was. I didn't even know what it was, Cornflake. That's what I was asking. I didn't know what it was. So, let's see. I'm trying to read these comments. All right, there's a super chat. TLG Screwjob. With Ghostbusters 2016, I found none of the jokes funny, male or female. Not Tywin, not the middle finger guy, none. But I just hate women because I didn't laugh at their jokes. Right, SJWs? 100%, man. The lunacy from these people is so ridiculous. They have no worldview whatsoever. They only repeat what they're talking about. Jeremy doesn't want to do an oopsie doopsie. I love PewDiePie. Even EVS knows what the MG thing is. Well, EVS is a lot more in the know on a lot of stuff than I am. For instance, like I said, EVS taught me that the problematic was a key SJW word. Like I didn't know that. And then as soon as EVS taught me that about that being an SJW word, I noticed it every time then SJWs used the word problematic. I'm like, oh my God, how did I not catch this before EVS opened my eyes to it? I didn't even know. I had no idea. It's pronounced MGTOW. Okay. Missed my super chat? I got you. Jedi Knight and friend of Captain Solo. Someone pointed out that in the Leia Poppins scene, her ship would have kept moving and been thousands of miles from her when she woke up. I never even thought about that. It's so true. It's so true. That's a good point. Adam Mathis, Jeremy, do you believe Rian Johnson's trilogy has been canceled? And if so, then why? I do. I do believe it's been canceled. Again, I am not saying that I know that for sure. I'm not saying I have inside knowledge. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying that based on how Bob Iger did not mention Rian Johnson's trilogy in, I believe he did he was doing like a conference call with the shareholders or some shit like that. Based on that, and based on the fact that they haven't been talking about it at all, there's been no mention of it in months, I do believe that it's been canceled. Now, why? Well, I think that they realized that he is
he's problematic for Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's the equivalent of sending CM Punk out for another fight in the UFC. If you want to send Rian Johnson out for another Star Wars movie, it's dead on arrival. So I think they've realized that. Now, again, it could be wrong. So we'll see. Swolo is problematic. Oh man, so good. Let me see. Man, we're doing good on subs. We're doing good. We are doing well. All right. Let me see. I shudder at the term problematic. Yeah, I mean, I hear it all the time now. What's the best movie of 2018? The best movie I have seen is Infinity War. Easily. Jeremy, how about Dune? Did you read the books? No, Jumpman, I have not. I'm not Creative 22, 96,000. Congrats. Thank you. I'm not Creative 22. I appreciate that. Are you at 97,000 subs yet? Not yet. 96,200 is where we are at. Let's see. The best movie of 2018 will either be Aquaman or Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I have not seen either. Hopefully I can get a chance to go catch one of them this weekend or maybe both of them. 3,813 more to go. We're getting close, aren't we? Luke, not Skywalker. We're getting close. Let me see. 100,000 to the Last Jedi Destruction Extraordinaire. Now it's going to be a 24-hour live stream for charity. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do a 24-hour live stream for charity, and it's going to be awesome. And I'm looking forward to that. So, and no hat. I won't be wearing a hat for at least one of the videos. I don't know if I'm going to do a no hat for the 100,000 live stream, but you will see a hair reveal. The Concerned Westerner, Disney will keep milking Star Wars until it's an ash pile. Unfortunately, you're probably right. I want to hear your review of Aquaman. I'm hearing really good things about it, so I'm actually looking forward to checking it out. So, Jeremy sings and dances at 200,000. We shall see. Cody says, I still can't believe how many subs you have. You had 20,000 when I came on board. I know, it's been a hell of a year. You think you'll get 100,000 by the end of the year? It's going to be close. My gut feeling is to say no, based on how we've been growing in the past few weeks. My gut feeling is no. But it's possible. I'm going to be pushing out content like crazy to try to make it happen. It all just depends on if we have a video that catches and starts trending really well. But I don't think, based on the trends that I've been seeing, I don't think we will. But we'll see. It's going to be close. All right. Talk about the Fallout 76 disaster, and you'll get 100K in a couple of days. Yeah, I know the quartering was killing it, but I mean, I could do research on it. I'm not a Fallout person, and so that's why I didn't cover it. So Jeremy, do you know any word on Chris Pratt playing Indiana Jones? I would love to see that, but I haven't heard anything. So, we all need an episode 9 trailer. I'm looking forward to the episode 9 trailer. I will be doing a reaction for sure. So, I hope Endgame is good. It was really let down by Ant-Man and the Wasp. I liked Ant-Man and the Wasp. I enjoyed it. Evangeline Lilly, what's up? Woo. Have you seen Jeremy's new gaming website on Indiegogo? I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it. I've heard him talking about it, though. So, you will have 100K by the time Anthem comes out. We'll see. We'll see. When does Anthem come out? Yeah, I enjoyed Ant-Man and the Wasp. I thought it was really good, but I mean, I'm a big Paul Rudd fan, and if you tell me I can look at Evangeline Lilly for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, I'm probably gonna be happy. But no, but it was a good movie. It was a good movie. So I hope you get the Mundane Matt mock emotional at 100K. How can JJ Retcon raise parents to make her not a Mary Sue in episode 9? Oh my God. I really don't know, man. I mean, I have tried to show scenarios. I've got videos on this channel where I've talked about how episode 9 can be fixed and how Ray can be fixed, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know what the hell they're going to do. I really don't. So, yeah, Ant-Man was pretty good too, man. Yeah, I enjoyed Ant-Man. Both of them. All right, guys, I'm going to have to wrap this up because it is 2:30 in the morning. I appreciate the fact that we've had 300 people consistently watching this live stream at this hour. That is fucking awesome. I appreciate it so very much. So before we wrap this up, we're going to do this like the old days. Tell me where you're watching from. And, just I've got to finish tomorrow's videos, and I'll go live again tomorrow. Don't worry. Actually, we got the High Council tomorrow, so I'll go live early. And sorry, the Concerned Westerner, buddy. I'm sorry, man. I've been on here for a couple of hours, probably about an hour and a half. So I'm sorry, bud. I know you're always supportive. So I'll be back tomorrow, I promise. So Ohio, Murfreesboro, Tennessee, Fayetteville, North Carolina, the UK, Maryland, Louisiana, Naboo, the UK, New Zealand, Alderaan, Minnesota, Milwaukee, Arizona, Southeast Ohio, watching from my college in London. All right, there's a super chat. Let me get this super chat. The TLJ Screwjob. When HC said he didn't want to date women. Oh, when Henry Cavill said he didn't want to date women because of Me Too, a woman said, "Don't want to be accused of rape. Don't rape woman, idiot. Women are accused without a proof, and men's lives are being destroyed." Agreed, 100%, 100%. You know, it's crazy. Look what happened to Chris Hardwick. You know what I mean? Look what happened to Chris Hardwick. Texas, Guatemala, the Shire, the abyss of hell. Let's see, Costa Rica, all the way in Costa Rica. What up, Costa Rica? Watching from Baltimore, Orlando, aka Dagobah. Can Jeremy get more likes? Yeah, let's get Jeremy more likes. Smash the melee button if you don't mind. Subscribe to the channel. I will be back tomorrow. I appreciate all of you. The High Council, I believe, is on World Class Bullshitters channel tomorrow. I will go live tomorrow. Don't worry. And you guys have a great night, and we will talk to all of you later.